The lectures of the respected faculty members ended. Now we move to our delegates presentation. Today we have 5 delegates to present the case studies. Among 5, probably 4 present here. Uh, First of all, I like to invite Mr. Devanjal Bora, research scholar, Department of Botany, Assam Don Bosco University, India. He will talk on conservational importance of monotypic angiosperm taxa in mountains and plains of India and its status quo. I invite.
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you have 10 minutes to present
Yes, sir.
your case study. Thank you.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
A very good evening to all of the experts and participants of this event. Now here it is 8 o'clock here. I am from India. So I'm trying to share my screen. I think it is there in the screen, no?
Yeah, you can go to slide presentation mode.
Thank you. I'm Devanjal Bora from Assam Don Bosco University in India. So today's lecture is on conservational importance of monotypic angiosperm taxa in mountains.
Can you please click this full screen on the bottom?
Presentation mode. You can go to the presentation.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
I think now it's okay. No,
Yeah.
sir?
Okay, please. Carry on.
Thank you. So all of we know that angiosperms are the seed plants, and they are highly diversified group in the entire world, and angiosperm occupy almost every habitat of the ecosystem. So in India, about 20,000 flowering plants are there, among which 15% are recorded as endemic species. And among these endemic species, almost 1240 species are in threatened category as recorded and documented by IUCN. It is International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. So coming directly to the subject, I would like to explain the monotypic taxon. What is monotypic taxon? A monotypic taxon can be a monotypic family if it bears a single genus within it, or it can be a monotypic genus if it bears only a single species within it. So this is the flowchart where you can find the structure of monotypic taxa. So it has some differences with the endemic species. Monotypic taxa are likely to be endemic in a particular region, but all the endemic species may not be monotypic. They may have their sister or brother species along with them in different environment or in the same environment. So about 38% of the monotypic taxa and 18% of world flora are endemic to India. So this is a recorded by the Botanical Survey of India. And at the same time, I would like to say that monotypic taxa are important not only in floristic studies, but also in phytogeographic and phylogenetic studies also. They have the most important role in identifying the origin and route of migration, where from they came and how long they are traveling in the world geography. It helps in tracing the evolutionary line among the lower taxa as well. And the monotypic taxa represents species which could be lost forever, and their related genomes do not exist anywhere else if they have lost their distribution in a particular region. So it is very important from the conservational point of view. Therefore, it deserves very immediate attention by the conservationist. So I took these two objectives for the present study. The study is aimed to evaluate the present status of reported monotypic taxa within different families under study and to establish the present status of monotypic angiospermic taxa in India. This is the first objective. And secondly, I would like to establish that monotypic taxa can be a category for the conservationalist and for the IUCN to be recognized along with the red species, that is rare, endangered, and threatened species. So this can be treated as a uh, category for conservation. It is the objective as well as the hypothesis of this study. So I took different methodologies of literature survey and survey of different databases, world databases, the plant list, plants of the world online databases, different discoveries from Botanical Survey of India since long till 2021. And after going through all these reviews, I put the different IUCN data, IUCN red list of threatened species were also been consulted for documenting the present status of those plant species, and all the data has been recorded in my herbarium in my institute. So results shows that actually this has been studied since in 2009, and that record has been still maintaining its place in the record of Botanical Survey of India. So I took those data as my base data, and afterwards I reviewed all the literatures and finally found that all the major or dominant families are maintaining their position in the enumeration, but with different number of species. So this is the data. Poaceae previously had 32 monotypic genera, but now as of date it has 27. Like Leguminaceae changes from 15 to 9. Asteraceae from 12 to 8. Nowadays, Asteraceae has been recognized as Compositae. Rubiaceae has been changed from 11 to 7, and Orchidaceae from 10 to 6. The dominant families have been maintaining their position, but with different number of monotypic genera within the specific family. And the list of monotypic angiosperm species which were attended by IUCN for conservation status has also been prepared and found that among total 140 monotypic angiosperm taxa existed as of now in India, only 24 plant species have been evaluated by IUCN for their conservational status. And among these, 19 species have been placed under least concern category. Only one species is there which has been recorded as critically endangered, that is Paracampharia cyanantha. And interestingly, it is found only in my state. This is the plant. It has been published by A.S. Rao during 2000, I think 2004. And this is a very critically endangered species found in my state. Other than that, some 3 species are endangered. They are Limnopoa and Muleya and Aldrovora vesiculosa, and these are endemic to different states of India. Very restricted distribution, and one species is recorded as vulnerable, which can be found in the southern part of Indian states. So after going through all these reviews, it can be concluded that it is very appealing to note that many of the species were placed earlier under monotypic families of India or became monotypic species under different families after rearrangement among, they are as of now it is 140. Previously it was recorded as 263 species, but after this review and from the results of this present study, it can be concluded as of now total number of monotypic angiospermic taxa in India is 140. And among these 140, only 24 has been evaluated till date by the conservationalist and recognized by IUCN as 1 as critically endangered, 3 as endangered, and 1 as vulnerable. And 19 are least concerned. As most of the species have restricted distribution, and some are even recorded as endemic besides recorded and used. They have medicinal properties also. So they need assess from the conservation point of view that these monotypic species are or can be recognized as a category which are distributed in particular geographic regions covering mountains, hills, plains, and wetlands of the country. And present communication also appeal IUCN to provide a separate category to monotypic taxa from the conservation point of view as a category equivalent to the red species, that is rare, endangered, and threatened, as these are very important from conservation point of view, as this can be lost forever without having any brother or sister species along with it. So this is the conclusion of my study. And I would like to acknowledge Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, along with the Director of Research and Director General of my own research organization for helping in the study. Thank you and welcome your suggestions, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Devanjal, for your nice presentation. So now I welcome our next presenter, next delegate, Dr. Sunil Kumar.